In this video, I'll be making the parts of drill jig. I've already made it and I'll show the steps how I made. And this is the stand of the drill jig. What we'll do is paste it on the screen. This is the top view. Okay, let's start making it. I've started with the base of the stand. The dimensions are 90:70. 90 here and 70 here. And the thickness is 25. The next step is I've made the wing or the side clamping portion which is clamped to the bed. It's available in the top view. And the thickness is 15 and it's mentioned here. After that, I've made the cutout at the bottom which is 36 mm wide and 3 mm deep. By just drawing a square from the surface and extruding it throughout and removing the material. I've rounded the edges of the groove, and then this top portion is made. Let me show how. The top portion is made by clicking the surface. By drawing the surface and extruding it up to this. Let me show you. I've drawn the side view. We'll draw this hole later. We'll draw all these holes later. We have to draw this groove. That's it for now. The outer profile and this groove. You can see the dimensions here. Okay. Now I'm extruding it up to the surface. By giving a depth of 70. We just use the first option by giving depth of 70. And look, in the front view, there's a slight tapper. For that view, for that what I've done is, I've selected this plane and removed the material. Look, don't worry about this angle. The inclination is started from here to here, which is 60 from here. Look, which is 60. You just draw a line from this end to this point, and then close this line. What Draw whatever you want. Okay, it's not tapper here. Wait, I've made a mistake. It's straight, and from here to here it's 60. And the inclination start from here to here. Yeah. What I'm doing is extruding it and removing the material, and then removing the material. Look, it's taper from here and straight from here. And then I mirror this section using this plane, center plane. I've created a plane offset this to this plane at the distance of 17 because it's given here. Or there's a extrusion here. We'll see how to draw it. With this plane as a center, draw a circle of diameter 27, which is 13.5 radius, from the depth of 6 plus 14. It's 23. No, 20. It should be 20. I've deleted. I'll delete this and make this 20. It's because of the radius. From here to here it's 6, and then from here to here it's 14. It's 20 from the bottom. First we'll draw the extruded portion, and then using hole option the hole is placed here. It should be 20. Okay. Another hole is made here, which is 18 mm from this edge to the center, and 17 mm from this center. Or you can just make it 0 from this plane. The diameter is 20. Next, at the top, a hole with countersink is created. It's made 0 with this plane. It's made 0 with the reference with this plane, and it's made 0 with this plane, which is the center of this base block we have drawn already. A hole of diameter 20 is drawn. The placement of the hole is, which is 0 from the center plane of this base block we have already created, and this plane. The diameter is 20. After this, round all these corners. radius is 10 here. They are given it. The radius is 3 here. If the radius of the edge is not given, you just take it as 3 mm. I'm taking all the round as 6. Make it all as 5. Look, it's intersecting here. It won't create an edge. So just make it as 4.5. Just make all the rounds 5 except this. This is intersecting. Five. Okay. The body of the drill jig is created and saved. While saving, you just add the material property of it. In prepare model properties, you add material. By changing this, in Creo 2.0 you have series of metals. I'm using Creo 6, so I have to go here in ferrous metals. Here, series of cast irons. Just click anything and just save it. Close, close, and say I'm closing it. Next is next we're going to do this locating bush. Locating bush. You can make it with revolve. When you even the hole can be made with revolve option. Look, revolve. You just have to draw only this portion. Placement, edit. making 12. Just chamfer this edge. Make it 13. And this 15. Just draw a circle. Radius from where these two lines are joining. Draw a circle and just cut this portion. If I revolve, the whole thing is done. Now the whole option is useless. I'm deleting it. Save it. The next part is locating peg. We'll see how to do it. We have two locating pegs. Sorry, it's actually locating plug. I'll rename it later. It's not necessary to make these helical sweeps or threads. You can just use cosmetic thread, which is here. By revolve, I just made the outline. We can make this locating peg by just using the revolve command. I want this to be oriented in the vertical direction, but it is in horizontal direction. For that, what you have to do is go here and just make it as top or something bottom. Mm. let it be a right angle. Okay. Okay. Just draw the outline. It's okay. After revolving, you don't have to do the helical sweep. I'm not going to do it. Helical sweep. Um, no, just leave it. We'll do it cosmetic. No, I'm deleting it. Delete it. Delete it. Okay. We have to cut this portion like this. What I've done is by, click, by clicking this plane, draw a line 12 mm from the center and 20 mm from here, and just close it. You just don't need this portion. So remove material and press OK. This is flat. It is shown in here. For that, what I've done is extrude, placement, edit. This is the circle. What you've done is draw a line from here 5 mm and 5 mm, whatever length it can be, and I've just closed it. This portion should be removed, so I'm removing it. Okay. Now we'll add cosmetic thread. Cosmetic thread in engineering mode. Select the surface to place the thread. In placement, it asks the threaded surface, so I'm clicking the surface where the thread should be, and then it's asking the depth. Select a plane to specify a location of the thread. The thread should start from here at a depth of, it's not specified. I'm giving it 19. 19, or I'm giving it 18. It's M16, and I'm making it as 1.5 pitch. Okay. Now the same procedure over here. Selecting the surface to thread and selecting the surface where thread should start. It's 20. It's also M16 and the pitch is 1.5. The cosmetic thread is created. Look, it will be visible in a drafting mode. I'm saving it. Close. Look, when it turns into wireframe front, we can see this double line, which means the threaded surface. The next part, I'm going to skip this nut and washer because it's easy to make. I'm skipping the linear bush as well, and I'll be making one out of these two. Guide bush. Okay, I'm opening guide bush. First I'm making sure guide bush. First I've made the knob head for a diameter of 24. 24 for length of 7.5, which is 9 minus 1.5. Okay, I'm chamfered both edges. Chamfered for 0.5, and then I've added a extrusion of 1.5 and diameter is 17. Look, 1.5. Okay, then again that's a small groove. Its length is 2 mm. I'm assuming the diameter to be as 11 and the depth is 2 because it's not given. You can assume the missing dimensions. And then the main part, which is 20 from here. Okay, the diameter is 12. Save it. Round of this edge of radius 1. Chamfering this bottom. For making knurling, first we have to draw a helical sweep. Look, first we have to cut this portion. For that, what we have to do is, wait, let me show you. Mm, I'm deleting this knurling and I'll make it for you. For making knurling, we are going to use helical sweep, reference, define, and I'm choosing this center plane sketch. The knurling is done between these two chamfers. So what I'm doing is defining the length of the null from here to here by drawing a line and a center line. Okay, create sweep section. Look, diagonal 1 mm depth. What we are going to do is draw an equal triangle of 1 mm. I don't think 1 mm is too large, so we'll make it 0.5. Make all the angles are 60. Okay. Look. To see the sweep, you have to press here. What you have to do is increase the pitch value as 20. Look, it will be even better, like 50. Ah, 50 is enough. Now I am going to remove material and the groove is made 450. Okay, what we have to do is just pattern this thing. Helical sweep pattern, axis, axis. Uh, Let it be 50. 50 is fine. And then what we are going to do is just click this pattern and mirror to any perpendicular surface. After mirroring, the knurling is done. And cutting a plane, extrude, placement, edit. It's just 12 mm from the center, and that's it. I've made some mistakes. 12. I've made mistakes with this diameter. Wait. I'm seeing the wrong image. Huh. It's 9.5 from the center. Yeah. And what I've done is just draw a line 9.5 and just try to close it. That's it. Okay. Extrude it and remove material. Okay. And the whole hollow diameter 6.4. Look, I'm making this 6.4 bush. I'm not going to make this 3.2. 6.4, and I've countersect it. Okay. The next thing is I'm chamfer the edge. This is where the drill bit goes in. Okay, I'm closing it. Okay, bush is done. Now we have to do locating screw. Here it is, locating screw. Open locating screw. We can also make it with the revolve option. but I have made it with extrude step by step. So it's not a problem. First I made a circle of diameter 15 and then extruded up to 4.5. Then extruded a cylinder of diameter 11 and length 9.5. Diameter 6 for M6 and length is 10. Just forgot this week. There's a cut of small diameter here. What I have done is drawn the outer diameter. I drew a hollow cylinder and remove material. Made it as a remove material. There's no the inner dia is not given, so I'm assuming it as 4. Alright, I'm going to make it 4.5. Okay. Look, I remove material. Okay. Now extrude. I made an extrude here. Of 2 and length 2.5. 2.5 and 2. Okay. Remove material. Okay. Download here. For thread, again cosmetic thread. Surface, it's N6. N6. I'm giving the pictures 1. Depth from here up to 10. Up to the surface. Okay. Okay. Cosmetic thread is here. That's it. Save it. We'll make a job, which is this part. Using revolve option, I revolve this section. Placement, edit. Just draw a center line. You can draw it again. A line here of 22 and this length as Just make this length as 28. It's actually 28 only. Draw something line at the center, and the outermost dia is 32. Dia from here to here is 28, and from here to here is 32. So what I'm going to do is dimension here to here is 32 already. Okay, that's it. If you revolve this, you should get this shape. Okay, and then I made the bottom one uh, with the same plane. Revolve this with the edit using the same procedure. You can draw bottom or up, whatever you want. Actually 60. Okay, save. Then extrude it using the center plane. Extrude, placement, edit. What I've done is I've drawn up to this so that it will merge. Just keep it symmetry, and the thickness is 6 mm. Okay, here it's not inside. Look, I've stopped it here. Let's try. Look, that's a small thing coming out. Not now. Okay, just draw as it is. Make this round. Make this portion. We'll remove it together. Radius of this is 2. If it's not mentioned, you can take it as 2 or 3. Now to make this portion, what I've done is by clicking this plane, extruding by just clicking the center plane. This plane, sketch view, reference. The center of the hole is 17 mm from the center. So I draw a center line 17 mm from here. From this center I draw a circle and this near line throughout this so that we'll cut it later. Just close it. Okay. Now round these edges. Round. Next I'm making a slit which removes the other unwanted material as well. Edit. Hold. Just reference inner hole and that's it. Just draw a circle first and then made a rectangle here of thickness 1.5. Up. Length does not matter. It should be closed here. Open. It should be open here. Okay. Now remove material. Okay. And then this edge is rounded like this. For radius for 5. You just can click here to round the whole edge. Look, this is selected for rounding. Okay. And then both of this edge is selected and the radius is 3. A hole is made up to this and hole is made up to this. I have made it as 2 extrude because both of them have variable diameters. This one for diameter 6.4 and the bottom one is of diameter 6. The bottom one is threaded. Just leave it. From the helical sweep, you don't do nothing. Instead of doing this extrude, you can use hold command, deleting this extrude. Okay, I'm keeping the top hole as it is, and using hold command, selecting this face, and control and this axis. Now diameter of the hole is 6 and M6. What I'm going to do is standard M6, 6 into 1. Okay, that's it. Now save it and close it. Now the last two parts are locating plug and nut. This is the locating plug. Locating peg. Extrude of diameter 20, which is given here, and thickness is 5. Okay, and then from the base of the surface, from the bottom of this surface, I've drawn a circle of diameter 24 and the length is 50. I've given it 50 uh, because of 30 plus 10 40 plus 5 45. 95 minus 45 is 50. And then I'm rounding this. I have radius 5, which is given here. Okay, and then extruded this portion of length 10 and diameter 15, which is given here. Diameter 15 and length 10. Okay, next I've drawn this disc of thickness 5 and diameter 18. Next, I'm made a round of both these edges of radius 3. Length of 25. Diameter is 12. Okay. Chamfer this edge. Extrude. I made extrude and remove this portion. Placement. Edit. Just an concentric circles of diameter 10 and just place it here. Its diameter is 10. Diameter 10 and the outer diameter is 12. Okay. Next, for making this knurling, what you have to do is just make a groove. You can make it with extrude by selecting this face, the surface, extrude, and it's given us 0.8, but zero point 0.8 looks so big, so I've given it as zero point 0.5. The whole length is 0.5. And just close it. It doesn't need to be an equilateral triangle. You just make it symmetrical on both the side. Just remove material. Okay. And then what I've done is just patterned it. That's it. Closing it. And the last part of drill jig is hand nut. First I made a disc of length 17 and diameter 54, which is given here. 54. Okay, length 17. Then I've drawn a circle of diameter 27, which is given here, and length is 23. Again, a small disc is drawn of diameter 38 and thickness is 5. Using a round option, these edges were rounded. Diameter radius is 5 and chamfered both the edges. Chamfer thickness is 2. What I've done is extruded by just clicking this face. I've extruded this thing. Placement edit. extrude the circle radius is 8, diameter is 16. First I've drawn a circle, and it is given as 10.5, which means from here to here it should be 10.5 by 2, and it is 5.25. For this, what you have to do is just draw a circle randomly of diameter 16, and the dimension of the outer, and this is 5.25. Okay, and then remove it. Enough. After removing, just make a pattern of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pattern of 8 numbers, which is given here. Okay, and I've patterned it. Next, patterning around. Okay, I've changed the dimension so the round is not showing. I'm making it again. Just make a round for one side. Round radius 1 or 2. Let it be 1.5. Here, 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 here. Okay. Now select this round, click pattern, and it shows for the rest of this thing. Press OK. Automatically it generates. Next, extrude and make a hole in the center of diameter 16, and you just don't need of making it. After this, using hole command, control plus axis, What's the diameter? M16. Standard hole M16, pitch 1.5. Length is throughout. So okay, that's it. Save it and close it. That's all the parts of drill jig. Thank you.